Hey runners, have you only got 20 minutes in the gym? No problem. Here's an evidence-based glute strengthening program to not only make you run faster, but also help you become a more resilient runner. Let's get stuck into it. Exercise number 1 is what research shows us time and time again is one of the best glute strengthening exercises, and it's a side plank. So you're going to come up into that nice side plank position, keeping a particular focus on that bottom hip, keeping it up really nice and high. To progress this one, you're going to add in a top leg lift, and with this one, the key is to make sure that your top leg is internally rotated. So that means toes down towards the ground and heel up towards the ceiling. To make it even harder, you can add a lift in here. We're going to aim for 4 sets of 30 seconds on each side. So you're going to go 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other side, rest for 30 seconds, times 4. By the end of the 30 seconds, you want to feel like you really couldn't keep your bottom hip up any higher. Another great exercise you're going to do is a single leg deadlift. Again, research supports the use of this to really target those glute muscles, and you get some nice back and hamstring as well. So with these ones, they are going to be single legs, so that's really what targets the glutes. Bring your other leg up and you're going to slowly hinge forwards at the hips. So that means imagining you've got a pivot going through your hips and you're just bending through the hip joint. You're going to control down to a range that feels comfortable for you, and you're going to try and aim to keep that knee in a nice straight line. So what I mean by that is your knee isn't going to collapse in towards the midline. That's the trick to really doing these, to make sure that you target those glute muscles. On the way up, to work on rate of force development, I want you to think about coming up really nice and strong. So nice powerful squeeze through those glutes, standing up nice and tall. You can feather your foot down to regroup in between each repetition. For these ones, we're going to aim for 4 sets of 8 repetitions, and this one's a little bit more about stability, so you don't have to go crazy heavy on these ones. Make sure you give yourself 60 to 90 seconds of rest in between sets so you can regroup and keep the quality high. Okay, last exercise is our Bulgarian split squats. These are another single leg exercise, which is a great option, and they not only work on glute med for stabilizing, but your glute max for real strength and performance here. With these ones, we're really going to try and aim for more of that maximal strength. So let's bring those reps down. You're going to do 4 sets of 5 repetitions on each leg. See if you can load these up with weights, whatever you have at the gym or at home. With these, you'll think about that same technique cue of not letting that knee fall in towards the midline. It's best to do these in front of a mirror, or you can look down at your knee and make sure that that knee is tracking really nice and straight. That's going to target those glute meds. This also has a nice little core element as well. With these ones, again, to make sure the technique is really good, make sure you give yourself 90 seconds of rest in between each of those sets. So there you have it. That's your 20-minute evidence-based solid glute strengthening program to help you not only run faster, but also become more resilient. If you enjoyed that, I'd really love your support. So make sure you give me a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.